I need you to go speak to Yorn. He was preparing the effigy of King Olaf. Tell him to finish the preparations. The festival is back on!
Well, ain't that nice, eh? The day started dark, the subject matter more dark than I think I really understand. Till I read a copy of The Wolf Queen, anyway. And it ended on a lighter note, eh? Some improvisation, some... what do we call it? Freestyling? And yeah, suddenly now, the burning of King Olaf is back on. And so here we are, here at the Bard's College in Solitude, where it's looking fairly busy here, actually. Which, here at the Bard's College, is part of our, well, solemn final circle before we get back to the throat of the world and take on prophecy itself, which is to deliver the horn of Jürgen Windcaller and speak to Arngeir about our next steps when it comes to the prophecy of the Dragonborn. And the fate of the world, as vague and weird as that sounds. But let's stick with smaller issues, more, I was going to say more human issues, but that wouldn't strictly be right. More mer and cat issues, though arguably the same thing. Now, the first part of this circling around has brought us to the Bard's College, which for the burning of King Olaf, of which that first distraction, getting all that sorted, what do I call it, King Olaf's piss take? Well, yeah, look, that's over and done with now. We've now got a King Olaf's verse, which we've managed to drum up and present to Elisif, and it's back on, which is great, which is fantastic. All in all, Bard's College isn't ready for me, but this is all about doing great stuff for those closest to you, you know? This is for Inigo, this is. Inigo, mate, you're a lyrical genius. You're a poet, and unlike me, you actually do know it, and you deserve to be given the mantle as such in the biggest officialdom Skyrim can offer, which is, of course, the Bard's College. So that now, I gotta go speak to Yorn, I believe is the name. After this, there's a dragon over at, is it the Skyborn Altar, where I got the contract for it? I believe so. And after that, the final thing to do, which I neglected to mention when I last reviewed like this, is, of course, going to Ysgramor's tomb and curing myself, finally, of the beast blood. I neglected to mention it last time because, well, now I can smell the, what is it, the Glenmoral witches' heads? I can smell them in my backpack. They have been stewing, marinating. Yeah, that is a nice image for you to mull over there, Inigo. So it's now time for me to actually get rid of that. And hopefully, despite prophecy, despite destiny, despite what's coming up, which we are politely putting off because it's such a solemn, heavy-hearted affair, hopefully, despite all that, I'll be able to get a good night's sleep for a change, which would be rather welcome, let me tell you. It's been a while since I've been able to put my head down and actually be fully rested. The thing you take for granted, eh? But for now, let's enjoy what we got in front of us, eh? So first, I'm going to get this ceremony back. Well, back completely. Afterwards, I'm going to take some time to come back in here with you, Inigo, and we're going to, you know, I'm going to sit down and have an audience with you. How about that? But first, I'm looking for a bloke.
Music tames the most savage beasts, even Nords.
Yawn. Talking about Nords. Yeah, you look like a yawn. Are you a yawn?
Ah, the bard to be. Did Viarmo send you?
Ah, sorry, yeah, you must be talking to Inigo. I'm talking on his behalf. The festival is back on.
Great. Looks like you'll be one of us soon. We'll gather outside the college for the burning of King Olaf.
After you. You joker. Alright. Gathering outside, are we? Maybe you got a bite to eat, something to drink?
Elisif to put this on again.
Not a problem, darling. Not a problem. Right. Which door we taking?
Welcome
hey
to
up.
Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim.
Almost knocked you over. That'd been a quick way to a suspension, wouldn't it? Right, are we going out here, are we? Alright.
I always want.
What was that, Inigo? Ah, there'll be time. So as I was saying, there's going to be plenty of food. Yes.
Thanks for convincing
plenty
Elisif
of
to put
drink.
this on again.
There's the man himself.
You've done well by restoring our festival.
Please, please hold your applause.
Congratulations on getting the festival restored.
Well, yeah, do you want to give me congratulations? Go get me a drink. Morning.
What's so good about it, huh?
Oh, well, good day.
Meat pies! Try one for free, come back for more! Get your
Spice
meat
wine here.
pies!
First cup is paid for by the college.
You want a drink? Right.
Candy.
Okay, I'm taking the
Olaf's festival candy.
the acquisition, shall we say. Always got your best
Spice
interests at
wine
heart.
here.
Meat
First cup is paid for by the college.
And
Try one for free, come back for more! Get
take a
your
lot.
meat pies!
Any down there? No. Any under that? No. Might be back for some of that later, but I think we got more than enough. Right.
Get your festival meat pie, specially made.
Come here.
Spice wine here.
Can I have
First cup is paid
free a free meat pie?
I said a free meat pie, as in one. Here's yours.
Thank you.
Come on, light the fire.
Yeah.
Spice wine here. First cup is
Where's
paid
this
for by the
going
college.
on? Are we just waiting for this to kick off? Oh,
Welcome, people of Solitude. We of the Bard's College are pleased to be here to celebrate the burning of King Olaf. The festival would not have been possible without the dedication and hard work of our latest applicant.
That's you, Inigo. It's you.
With the lighting of the effigy, he becomes a full-fledged member of the Bard's College. Please welcome our newest Bard.
Oh, you're adorable.
Like you.
So, for formality's sake, so we're bards then, are we?
Yes, congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Bard's College. Due to your adventurous nature, several of the college professors have some things they wish you to do. What's more, Elisif has declared the burning of King Olaf should become a weekly event.
Weekly.
And finally, there's the matter of the patronage that Elisif wanted me to give
Oh, of
you.
course, yeah. Thank you. Well, yeah, that was a heavy coin purse, that. Right then, well. How about you two? You two. Jazargo, Carjo, enjoy the festivities. If there's any booze left. Inigo, you come with me, pal. Need a little bit of me and you time, yeah? Father-son time, eh? I'm only kidding, but, you know, you get it. Right. Right then, you do any vocal exercises? What I'm gonna do for you?
Something troubling you?
No. You do something for me.
Ask away.
Got to relax around here for a bit. Go take a seat. I'll sit alongside you, and then we can kick all this off, eh?
Okay, maybe I will work on some new material.
I want to hear it.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Spotted you coming a mile off, mate. As for you,
What is on your mind?
what's on yours? As soon as there's a bar standing on your shoulder. So, how are you doing, Inigo, eh?
I am okay. How is everything with you?
What do you mean everything's okay? I'm alright.
Glad to hear it. Let us talk of other things.
Okie dokie. Hey. Would you sing me a song? Here I go.
What do you want to hear?
What songs do you know?
I have not written many, I'm afraid. Let's see.
You gotta sell me on the titles.
Silly Spider,
Pretty good.
Brenda the Bear,
Mm.
Dragon Pie,
Huh?
My Heart is in the Rift.
Mm.
I think that is it for now. What'll it be?
Ooh. You see, Silly Spider would be very consoling for me, considering, you know, this thing that never quite goes away. It rears its head when a big one lands off the sea. It's, ooh, no, I don't like that. But you get some smaller ones, it's as if I don't have a problem with them. But you are absorbed by the ideas of spiders. Dragon Pie sounds interesting. Brenda the Bear sounds interesting. Have you mentioned something about a bear before? Is that just my mind playing up? But also, My Heart is in the Rift. I kind of want to hear that, as well as the other silly ones. But I want to hear this, because this sounds it's coming like it's coming from the soul. And what better place to sing from the soul, eh?
This one is personal.
In your own time.
My heart's in the rift, my heart is not here. My heart is in the rift, chasing the deer, chasing the wild deer and following the roe. My heart's in the rift wherever I go. Farewell to the rift, I must travel forth. The birthplace of valor, the land of worth. Wherever I wander, wherever I rove, the trees of the rift, forever I love. It makes me want to cry.
Can we hear something more light-hearted? How about Silly Spider, just for you?
Okay, this one is just a bit of fun.
Exactly what I ordered.
There never was such a silly spider. A spider came to town last night. The spider was angry, he wanted a fight. He wasn't too bright, set himself a light. A burning spider is quite a sight. People gathered to watch him burn, and still Mr. Spider refused to learn. There never was such a silly spider. Silly, 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 silly spider. There never was such a silly spider. The spider came to town this morning. He wanted to shop and do some exploring. He frightened the girl, made her hurl. The guards let him off with a warning. People chased and he did run. Silly spider thought it was fun. There never was such a silly spider. Silly, 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 silly spider. There never was such a silly spider. The spider came to town today. He told the townsfolk he wanted to play.
Not a good
They
idea.
ran him through, made spider brew, then wrote this song I am singing to you. Silly spider did not stand a chance. People gathered to sing and to dance. There never was such a silly spider. Silly, 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 silly spider. There never was such a silly spider. The end.
Nice. Mate, I love it. I absolutely love it. You know, you do love the rift and all that, but you do have a place here, you know. You really do. You gotta be a travelling bard after all this is done. You know, like Master Warburg, travelling portrait extraordinaire? Gotta be you. You gotta be travelling bard extraordinaire. Everyone's gotta be talking of Inigo, singing of Inigo. Imagine being a bard and there's a song about you. Yeah, song about a bard singing bard things. Unbelievable. Anyway, I kind of want to hear more, but also I kind of want to drink. I'm kind of a bit parched, you know, for... Oh, you wouldn't know, would you?
Goodbye for now.
And hello again. Don't you walk off.
Greetings.
I was talking to you. You guys to ask you if you had any thoughts.
Sweet rolls.
Of which I have more for you, so stick around.
What is yours is mine.
And vice versa, within reason. Right, you. 3 of these for being such a good lad.
Okay, talk to you later.
Yeah, as in Where are you going?
I am not a good singer, but I try.
Evidently, he wants to write some new material. Well, I best go see what the guys are doing outside. At least that way I can have, you know, a night getting merry. On the mead. It's still on, isn't it? Better be. There's nothing quite like waking up the morning after, getting your clobber on with your head pounding, then looking at the bedside table and having some morning reading. Olaf and the Dragon. How pertinent. That's not the word, but I'm going to use it anyway. Ugh. Olaf and the Dragon by Adonato Liotelli. One of the more colourful legends in Nord folklore is a tale of Olaf One-Eye and Numinex. Long ago in the First Age, a fearsome dragon named Numinex ravaged the whole of Skyrim. The dreadful Drake wiped out entire villages, burned cities, and killed countless Nords. It seemed that no power in Tamriel could stop the monster. This was a troubled time in Skyrim's history, for a bitter war of succession raged between the hordes. The Jarls might have been able to conquer the beast if they had worked together, but trust was in desperately short supply. A skillful warrior named Olaf came forward and promised to defeat the beast. In some accounts, he is the Jarl of Whiterun. In other versions of this legend, Olaf promises the people of Whiterun that he will capture the monster if they will name him Jarl. At any rate, Olaf ventures forth with a handful of his most trusted warriors and seeks the beast out, eventually finding Numinex in his lair atop Mount Anthor. Needless to say, it's an epic battle. First, Olaf comes at the dragon with his axe and his shield. Some variants of the legend say that Olaf and the beast battled with blade and claw for days, but were too evenly matched for either to gain an advantage. Most accounts hold that Olaf, perhaps frustrated that his weapons are completely ineffectual against the dragon, finally casts them aside. Giving voice to the rage that had been building within him, Olaf unleashes a terrible shout. Here again, the stories diverge. Many accounts hold that Olaf did not realize he possessed the power of the dragon speech, while others suggest that he had long possessed this gift, but wished to test himself against this dragon in martial combat first. Virtually all variations of the legend, however, agree on what happened next. Using the awesome powers of the dragon language, Numinex and Olaf engage in an epic shouting duel atop Mount Anthor. So forceful are their words, they are said to shatter the stone and split the sky. Finally, Numinex collapses from a combination of injury and sheer exhaustion. Somehow, and this detail is conspicuously absent in virtually every account, Olaf manages to convey the dragon all the way back to the capital city of Whiterun. Wow. The people of Whiterun are suitably impressed with Olaf's hostage. They build a huge stone holding cell at the rear of the palace, which they rename Dragon's Reach. This enormous cell serves as Numinex's prison until his death. Olaf himself eventually becomes High King of Skyrim, putting an end to the War of Succession. Presumably, his great deed made him the only leader upon whom all the people could agree, and so the land once again has peace. As a visitor to Skyrim, I find this tale both fascinating and highly entertaining. It is one of the most celebrated legends of the Nords, and one that can easily understand why. It's a story of surpassing heroism, in which a resourceful and worthy Nord does battle with a truly terrifying adversary and emerges victorious by yelling him into submission. The only way in which this could have been even more of a Nordic tale would be if Olaf beat Numinex in a drinking contest. The legend is not without its doubters, however. The bard Svagnir, who lived during Olaf's reign, wrote and performed an alliterative verse that challenged Olaf's version of events. Enraged, The High King threw the rebellious bard in prison and destroyed all written copies of the verse. Hang on. Is that to do with... Was Svaknir the... what did I call him? The spirit guy guiding us to the verse? And it's like talking with the ancient Nordic... Well, you know what I mean, guys, don't you? You know, when they started talking to each other when he climbed out of his tomb and was like, hey, what you doing? And, oh my god. How I would love to lay hands on a copy of that verse. I admit, I am immensely curious to know what assertion Svaknir made about how Olaf really defeated Numinex. There are several ancient bard texts that provide one possible answer. These tomes suggest that Numinex was particularly foul-tempered because he was extremely old. Where have I heard that before? In these accounts, the dragon spends his final years terrorizing the countryside before flying off to the top of Mount Anthor to die in peace. When Olaf finds Numinex, the dragon is too weak to defend himself. Olaf and his men capture the beast without effort, but decide to take advantage of the situation by fabricating a heroic tale. It is worth noting that all of Olaf's warriors who were said to witness the Shout Duel went on to become wealthy leaders during Olaf's reign as High King. However, it is equally likely that Svaknir had some grudge against Olaf, and his scandalous verse was an attempt to damage the High King's reputation. Alas, we will never know. I leave you now, good reader, with this gentle reminder. A good historian must remain impartial and consider all points of view. Time has a way of distorting our record of events, so the closer you can get to the original sources, the better. What a read. I'm also almost inclined to steal it. Yunk. You saw nothing. Bit heavy-headed this morning. That's it, keep playing that silently. You're actually strumming that thing, it would hurt my head too much. Anyway, it's the morning, eh? Let's get on the road. First stop, second to last stop, will be get a cart down to Morthal, head up to kill the dragon at Skyborn Altar, then get the cart over to Winterhold. Might have to go back up to Solitude, maybe don't actually have to do... I'll go back up to Solitude and get it across, I think, after. Then enter Isgramor's tomb with my witch's heads and get done what needs to be done. And only then I'll be free to climb the 7,000 steps at High Hrothgar. That'll be strange. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how I will feel doing that when I finally get down to Ivarstead again, like that first time there. When I climbed there for the first time, came back down for the first time, was attacked by those priests of Merak, and ended up rebelling and running off for the first time. So long ago. Let's deal with one thing at a time, eh? Let's get the carriage down to Morthal. Let the carriage driver navigate the swamps. I can't really face that at the minute. And then deal with the dragon at Skyborn Altar. Yeah, let's do that. Right, hopefully the carriage driver's there, but he's never really not there, is he?
What do you need, Bard?
Talking to you, Inigo. Yeah, you better get used to it. It's nothing more wholesome than doing something, you know, for a mate of yours, you know? Love it. Love it. This day is like how my heart feels. Hey up you. Morning.
Need a ride?
Please.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
Thank you.
Where do you want to go?
Mortal, if you don't mind. And don't give me that look. I know it's a bit swampy, but hey. Could be worse. Could be raining. Could be snowing. But it didn't.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
And yes, you can charge me the 50 septims for the bloody swamp.
You ever met one of them cats? Khajiit, I think they call themselves. I hear this whole country's full of them down south.
You're lucky I'm in a good mood. Oh, change of the guard. Right then, let's do some navigating. Now, based off Master Warburg's cartography, there is a direct path up to Skyborn Altar coming from nearby Cold Rock. Then again, looking at that, you'd be able to gain access to it on the incline to Whiterun. Can you get it from behind though? I've certainly been to the Shrine of Merlin's before, which I know the route up there roughly. It's by that dim hollow crypt and the Hall of the Vigilant. If I head up that way, will I be able to traverse the mountain pass and maybe get there that way? Hard to say. I think I might risk it though, considering I'm now stuck here in Mortal. Should have really gone to Whiterun and headed up that way. But hey, what's done is done. I'm up for a walk. Are you? Better be. So let's orient myself. Let's head up by a Frostmere Crypt, up Dim Hollow Crypt, go up that path, get to the Shrine of Merlin's and see if we can't traverse it by unconventional means. You guys are cats, I'll send you climbing over the mountain, eh? How about that? Oh, what? Whatever asked you to do something I wouldn't do myself. And now I'm thinking to see if I've ever contradicted that statement in my past. In a go. One for you, pal.
I am here for you.
Need you to do something. That. Even with your hunting bow. Evidently. Did the spider do that? Charming. Who are these folk? These are the usual lot who will see about the place all the bleeding time. Hey up. Ever do what interesting? Hey up.
There are dragons about, traveler. Be warned.
Okay, thank you.
Aye.
It happened so fast. 1 minute the dragon was there, the next it was gone. Everything was destroyed.
Oh! You see where the dragon went? I feel like I've spoke to you before, but no, can't be the same person. I'm looking for a dragon in this area, actually. Is it up on the hillside now?
No, I was too afraid to look. I don't know what we're going to do now. We have nothing left.
Okie dokie. Have some gold, eh? I'm in a good mood.
You're too kind. Thank you. Be careful and stay safe.
Okie dokie. Right then, well. Not that I kind of assumed that the contract had been done. It was more the fact that...
I don't know what you have been told. A friend is worth more than gold. I'd rather be poor with a friend at my side than be alone and oversupplied.
I know that one. Yeah, you're a bard now. You're entitled to do whatever you want to do, mate. Absolutely. But anyway, not that I assumed that the contract had been fulfilled, because it seems we're the only ones capable of killing dragons. Mostly. But it's good to see that there's one still in the area, even if they're still ravaging things, but hey. I am in a good mood today. Impending doom is heavy on the heart, mind you, but still feeling good nonetheless. Should really get our back out, but you know what? Look at all the butterflies, eh? Plenty of them. Blue and gold. On a white day. A chilly day. I don't mind it. You know, it's just a thought. I keep thinking about, you know, me and my prophecy in relation to, you know, how I've changed since first climbed those 7,000 steps. And in reality, we've all changed. You're a different person. Karjo's a different person. J'zargo's a different person. When I climbed those 7,000 steps, J'zargo, of course. Oh, I thought it was some wine. Well, you know, you give me one hand and you take with the other, you know? It's life. Don't judge me for it. Not that any of you are going to judge me. And I have to be careful here. I have a overwhelming need to take the basket, which I have managed to placate. If only I was as good at that as or as good as declining the skooma as I was good as doing that. Yeah, J'zargo. You were just... I think it's his turning. You were just I was going to call you a modest, humble mage-to-be at that point. And you really looked out. You know, in finding Merlin, or Merlin finding you and wanting you. Are you guys down? Oi! What's so interesting? Oi! I know you normally catch up, but it's no time for a cat nap. Whoa! What's your problem? Come on. Right. Probably need to use the loo. Doing those things that cats do. Oh. Right, well, they'll catch up. Hey! I used to have 3, like, little cats. I know what cats do. I know they're not, like, proper, like, little cats, but, you know, still cats, nonetheless. Right. Now, can I get up the track here? I'm going to get lost in this mountain range, aren't I? I just have to get there. And then... Oh, now you're following. Well... This was originally a mistake when I got the carriage to Mortal. Now it's just a matter of damage control, evidently. Well, the sun's still up. Let's do some climbing. You made it up. Didn't warm up in the process of climbing, mind you. I'm a bit freezing. You know any shelter? Seems even you can't run properly. Anyway, according to my markings, it's a Shrine of Maiden's Day gone up here. And... Oh, hey up. Morning. How you doing? Let's not keep him waiting. Oh! I'd take credit for that with my backhand, but it's you, all you just are good at. Right. So, there's a path leading around that way. Or there's a Shrine of Merlin's Day on this way. I originally got that Daedric armor I wore to Soulstone. Oh, hey up! Oh, look! We look so similar! I thought I'd exhausted the shrine. Evidently, still followers here. Or followers. These things look like they're summoned from the realms of oblivion. Oh, good hit. Not good enough, though. Wearing Daedric and packing steel. Interesting. I'll take that. I think I've already got a key for that, but I'm assuming it's for that anyway. Pry those arts out of you, though. Alright. Well, look. I think the Skyborn altar is literally on the opposite side of here. How do I get to the opposite side? There's not a way out there. Do I have to go do some climbing, or can I get around that side, maybe? Looks promising. Depending on your definition of finding a dragon is a positive thing or not. Hey, come up this way, fellas. You'll be alright. This does look promising. I'm a bit lost, like. Shrine of Merlin's Dagon's there. Follow the rabbit. And is that just me? Can I hear some heavy breathing? There's something else here. Hey up. I'll be checking this. Huh. Take a lot of it. Even with my cold fingers. The chest opens right away. Okie dokie. Good. Now, time to see if I found the right place. Oh, I have. Oh, I have. I see you've found us again. Even with your hunting bow. The others take a while to find us, but they always do. Right then, well, is there anything I can conjure up just now to make this more impactful of a first shot? I suppose it'll have to be a poison. Put that on my arrow. And let it fly. I like that. It's a good hit. Nice of you to join us. This will be our battleground up here. No cover, but plenty of space for it to drop. Without us dropping off the cliff. And let's try to keep his distance, eh? Keep the fire on, keep his distance. Avoid any things like that. So you almost got me thinking that we're actually pretty good at this. There was one time where we were absolutely hapless. But then again, overconfidence suffered the downfall of us all, so... But one can't help revel in it when it comes. Keep it up, Jazargo. Let's bring it out. Look out the sky. Run! That's that ebony helmet. And is that just flying off now? Gotta hunt it down. Contract on it. That took a very long berth away, that. You're waiting for it to land, mate, with your sword out. Look at you. Eat it, eh? You're right. Surprised it didn't take down any of the trees. Making your bones vibrate. That could have been lethal. Could have completely cast us off the cliff face there. Could have been the end of us all. Come on, you've seen it 1,000 times. Anything ceremonious to say, as usual? No, you haven't. Good.
Okay, let us get back to it.
To it. Back to what we were doing. The normal things. Let's get some of those arrows back. Now then. That was nice and easy. The getting here was the hard part. Doing that in, as much as did pose a threat there, could have gone horribly wrong, it didn't. So let's descend the side of the mountain. I know you're umming and ahhing and sighing. Come on, you cats, do it. Well, if that's a comment on my complexion, let me tell you it's my lifestyle choice as opposed to anything else. Let me tell you, if you've been through what I've been through, you'd look old as well. Akatosh forbid, if anything else horrible happens, I'm going to look like a bleeding Draugr. Your skin, your eyes is just a reflection of your mind and soul, your well-being. Never forget that. Now, can I descend without being a complete pillock? It may well be impossible. Alright, do some sliding. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Who are you? Foolhardy. Any mistake he made is not having his mates with him, no? Right. Now that is another word to meditate on when I'm back with Arngeir. Plenty of them. Got these troll skulls. And I'm not missing some kind of big treasure trove, not that I'm really in need of anything like that. Maybe I am, but at this point, let's just get out of the cold. One more thing to do. Let's head back to the Jarl and the Toy Boy, collect the bounty, get up to Solitude, get the cart to Winterhold, Isgrimmor's tomb, cure myself with the beast blood, and then... can't believe I'm saying it. I'm finally going to be able to climb those 7,000 steps and get on with the beginning of the end. Let's do it. Come on, guys. Let's walk over, not ride. You heard me.
Leave now or suffer dire consequences.
What's wrong with you? Is it because
You need to leave.
Why? I need to speak to the Jarl, not you. Hello.
You need to leave.
Well, look at you. If only everyone acted like you did.
What's up with your toy, boy? You brought your toy. Anyway, look, the dragon at Skyrim Altar's dead. I'm here for the bounty.
Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
You need to leave.
Thank you.
Until next time.
Yeah, next time. You talking to me?
If you've business with the Jarl, I'd ask that you speak to me first.
Well, I thought I needed to leave.
I'll take my leave then.
You'll take your leave.
What's
Bet
the
you
hurry?
will. Sorry, I've been asked to leave by someone or another.
No, I'm fine. Is there something you need?
No, Gorn. I am simply telling you what I see.
Yes.
Oh, I see what's happening here. She's got a new toy, boy. She's got him. She's got Gorn. Ah, I see. Yeah, you've been out in the cold, even though you're by the fire. You should have seen that one coming, mate. Right then. Let's traverse the swamps to the cart. Let's do it. Let's take a walk.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor and such power?
Just to think, this will be the last time I managed to get some decent use out of thinning my eyes in addition to my candlelight. Still ain't bright enough. But then again, Flare my nostrils, pick up a scent. There's plenty nearby, nothing exactly appetizing. And then there's here. I wonder if anyone's on vigil here. Better not. Hey up. Time to walk on through. But oh, some spider's legs. We're this way. This way. Right. Funny, the tombs are now all closed again. Empty and closed, or the body's stuffed in and closed? Don't really know. That's where one of them would have dropped down. Right. If I remember right, it's just down this way, into another room, and then we're straight through, right? Right? Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Right then. With Glenmoral witches' heads in tow. One with the beast blood comes to cleanse the beast blood. Let's get this done. Is my own beast spirit not even going to attack me? Oh, that's poetic. Made to kill a presumed innocent. Been doing it all my life, huh? Starring? No. Oh, I'm used to it. And that's it. Can't say I feel any different. I suppose we'll find out in the coming hours. But in the meantime, there's nothing left to do, is there? Apart from the one thing I had to do at the end of all this. Head to Iverstead. And to High Hrothgar. To talk to Arngeir, return the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, and begin the beginning of the end.